Well, that's right, Leanne. We'll get to know what the finer details are this morning relating to Oscar Pistorius' evaluation at the Weskopje psychiatric facility. The state had asked for 30 days for Oscar to be evaluated, but whether the judge will agree to that in terms of the duration remains to be seen this morning. Also, very importantly, is whether the state will agree to the judge's request that Oscar Pistorius be an outpatient, whether the state would want Oscar Pistorius to receive that treatment during the course of the day and then go back to his home after he's received that treatment is something that we want to get clear this morning. Many of the experts who we've spoken to say it's highly irregular for that request to have come from Judge Masipa, in that when a patient is to receive a 30-day evaluation under normal circumstances, that person would need to be at that facility for 30 days. So really crucially to try and understand whether Oscar Pistorius will receive that evaluation for that 30 days inside that facility. But there has been much criticism relating to Judge Masipa's request. Also, this will really chart the way forward for the Oscar Pistorius murder trial, in that the decision or the results that come out from that panel who will evaluate Oscar Pistorius will indicate which way this case does go, whether it will affect Oscar Pistorius' case moving forward. You would know that all of this does emanate from Dr. Meryl Foster's testimony, where she had linked Oscar Pistorius' condition of an anxiety disorder to his actions on the morning that he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. The judge saying that it would be in the interest of justice. The trial would then be free if Oscar Pistorius is evaluated, and the case will be able to move on once that decision is made by an independent panel of experts.
Just reading what a couple of the analysts are saying, or experts are saying, is in general that they need to get a full picture of his behavior and not necessarily just 5 or 6 hours. They need to see what he's like in his free time, in his downtime. It's that they need a complete picture of Oscar Pistorius' behavioral patterns, and that's why this particular expert that's speaking to one of the newspapers is saying that it's very or highly unlikely that he will be declared an outpatient, because they won't get a clear picture. He'll be able to go home, pull himself together if he needs to pull himself together, and then come back for those 5 or 6 hours and work with the experts. So it seems from what people are saying that it will go in the state's favor that he is in there for 30 days.
Well, certainly, because what Judge Masipa had basically said was that even though Oscar Pistorius had not raised issues relating to this condition, what really did raise eyebrows, Leanne, is the fact that Dr. Meryl Foster had only seen Oscar Pistorius in May, and this is more than a year after he had shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. Many of the experts who we had spoken to said that after Oscar Pistorius had given such a poor showing on the stand, it had basically been damage control for the defense to bring Dr. Meryl Foster to the stand to come and indicate that Oscar Pistorius has a condition that may have affected him on the morning that he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. But certainly that seemed, if that had been the case, that certainly seemed to have backfired, in the sense that now Dr. Meryl Foster had linked that condition to the day, giving the state enough ammunition to say then if that is the case, Oscar Pistorius should be sent for a psychiatric evaluation, and then the case can move forward after that, so that we're able to establish exactly what his state of mind was on the morning that he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. So certainly does work in the defense of the direction of the state to indicate what his condition was, or to get a much clearer picture what Oscar Pistorius' condition was before the state, that the case can move forward.
All right, Chriselda Lewis, thank you very much for talking to us. 9:30, that court will proceed, and we'll get to hear exactly what the judgment is. All right.